What's up guys, Lane Rogers here and welcome to another lockdown lesson. How's everybody doing out there? On a 1 to 10 scale, 1 being you're just fine and 10 being you're about to lose your mind, can't take it anymore, I'm gonna go crazy. Where do you fall on that scale? Just comment below because we'd love to kind of know how you're feeling, how everybody's doing out there during this crisis. So my wife and I were on a Sunday drive the other day and we were just talking about how it's been nice to be able to think a little bit more and to be able to decipher on what we should be doing less of, what we should be doing more of, and what needs to stay the same. And it's been nice just to be able to refocus and to sort of figure out how we're going to do things moving forward. It really can be an eye-opening experience to figure out, how much time you're actually wasting and how much time could be utilized to be doing things that will get you closer to what your vision is and what your big goals and your big why are. So that brings me to what I want to talk with you guys a little bit about today, and that's gaining clarity during a crisis. Tony Robbins says that most people don't consciously know what they really want. And also, you can never hit a bullseye that doesn't exist. So without that clarity of vision, it's going to be hard to understand the purpose that will give you that drive to see you through to accomplishing your big goals and your big why. So really the question we should be asking ourselves is, are the actions we're taking day in, day out in alignment with our purpose, vision, and our big why? Let's just take a moment to define clarity for the purposes of this lesson. In the book, Strategic Acceleration by Tony Geary, Tony defines clarity as having an unfettered view of your vision, which is what you want and why you want it, with an understanding of its purpose and value. Great book, by the way. I highly recommend it for anybody looking for more information on clarity, focus, and execution. So if you're really able to understand your vision, articulate it, and then articulate it to others, you're much closer to developing clarity. I like to think of our big why as not just what we want, but also an understanding of its purpose and value in our lives. Because at the end of the day, your why gives legitimacy to your vision. So let's get back to that unfettered view of our vision. The hustle bustle of normal life doesn't allow much time for ourselves, much less the time to have that unobstructed view of our vision. I love the Ronald Reagan quote that says, "We must have the clarity of vision to understand the difference between what is essential and what is merely desirable." It's this lack of clarity that gradually allows us to get off course, and eventually what we do day in, day out, every single day is not in alignment with our true vision and purpose. In fact, for some of us, we're way further away from it than we thought. So what do we do when we don't have clarity of vision? Well, it's time for a reboot. It's time to see if you're pursuing the right things in your life, in each area of your life, and if you're climbing the right mountains in your life. What do you really want, and why do you really want it? What is that big, overreaching reason that it's important to you? As you go through this exercise, you'll find that for a lot of you, your original vision will have changed significantly over the years, but for others, it will remain basically the same. One important thing to note is to have an understanding of the purpose and value and the why of things that is required to understand and execute on your vision. And one good example of this would be a child that's constantly asking why this, why that. They want to have an understanding of the why behind whatever they're trying to learn. I hope this helps when it comes to having clarity, vision, purpose, and a big why in each area of your life, and that you're able to audit yourselves and kind of figure out which areas should stay the same, which need a little bit of adjustment, and maybe, just maybe, some that need to go away altogether. After all, guys, it would be devastating to wake up one day, look around, and realize that you had spent a good portion of your life pursuing the wrong things and climbing the wrong mountains. It's different for everybody. Carl Jung said, "Our vision becomes clear when we look inside our own hearts. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes." So guys, we're all going to get through this, but the ones that are taking positive action now are going to be the ones that come out the other side better off than they were before they went in. Things will be different. Some will have reinvented themselves completely, while others will be doing the exact same thing they were doing before. I'll close with the words of the great poet Ice Cube. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. All right, guys, if there's anything I can do for you, I'd love to be a resource. And as usual, if you found this content valuable, like, share, comment, or subscribe, whatever the case may be, and I will see you on the next video.